And I believe we are live.
We're live, see?
Hooray, hooray. So we're going to do a little Christmas song for you here. Still, 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 one can hear the falling snow. For all is hushed, the world is sleeping. Holy star, its vigil keeping. Still, 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 one can hear the falling snow. Sleep, 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 'tis the eve of our Savior's birth. The night is peaceful all around you. Close your eyes, let sleep surround you. Sleep, 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 'tis the eve of our Savior's birth. Dream, dream, dream of the joyous day to come. While guardian angels without number watch you as you sweetly slumber. Dream, dream, dream of the joyous day to come. Still, 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 one can hear the falling snow. So welcome to Young and Rusty's last show of 2020. There is no snow here in Austin. Maybe there's snow wherever you are. And speaking of which, if you'd like to write into the comments and tell me where you are viewing us, we would love to see where everybody is tonight.
Hey guys, hope y'all having a good Christmas week. And if you're hanging out with us, we appreciate it. Absolutely appreciate it. And I think we're just going to kind of mix it up a little bit. We got some Christmas songs that Sue is going to be singing primarily, and I get to play along with her, which is one of my favorite occupations. And then some originals. And we're just ready to have some musical fun.
Yeah. Hey there. We got a faithful Zoom viewer. Love you.
Mr. Richard.
We're going to do another holiday tune for you here. This is one of my favorites. I used to sing when I was a little girl. We three kings of Orient are. Oh, you know what? We're doing it. I'm doing it in a different key. Hold on.
Yeah, get that capo on there. There you go, Sue. You just got so excited.
Ah, that's better. It's a better key for me to sing. We three kings of Orient are, bearing gifts we traverse afar, field and fountain, moor and mountain, following yonder star. Oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty.
pretty.
Right, we have got Ithaca, New York in the house. Ooh, and Honeoye Falls, New York. Awesome. All right, we're gonna do a Rusty Nelson song for you here. It has nothing to do with Christmas or any of those
Well, it depends
winter
on how you
holidays.
look at it, Sue. Depends on how you look at
What's
it.
the angle, Rusty?
Let the people out there decide.
Maybe the three kings were just thinking, take me.
Take me.
Take me. I don't want to have to walk so far. Just take me.
That's exactly what this song is called. It's called Take Me. Take me, take me. I want to fly as far as I can go. Take me to the bluest sky, to where love is all I know. Well, if you are my angel, well, honey, where you been? Well, I'm down here thinking that the devil was my best friend. Take me. I want to fly as far as I can go. Take me, the bluest sky, to where love is all I know. Well, I want what you have if you're willing to share. I'm ready to be lifted on your wing and my prayer. Take me. I want to fly as far as I can go. Take me to the bluest sky, to where love is all I know. All right, Sue. I think we're off to a pretty good start. What do you think?
So far, so good, Rusty.
So far, so
So
good.
far, so good.
Oh, yeah.
My fingers and toes crossed here. Actually,
Yeah.
I can't cross my toes.
We got a fun little number here. This is a
Aw. Got the your family is tuning in, Rusty.
Yay,
All over they're all over the map. Florida, Portland, Oregon, Corpus Christi.
oh man, that's wonderful, wonderful.
I'm gonna put this like here so I can see it too.
You want to see a little bit too soon?
Yes.
Okay, I don't have any idea where this song came from, but ever since Sue kind of introduced me to it, it's been a personal challenge to play this song the way it should
It's
be.
kind of hard, you
played.
guys. Cross your fingers.
And when it's done right, it
It's-
is absolutely beautiful.
It says here German 15th century.
15th century in Germany.
We're not gonna I'm not gonna sing it in German.
What's the title of this song, Sue?
Lo, how a rose ere blooming.
Well, that's a pretty
It's a
title.
really pretty song.
Okay, so we're going to give it a shot. I'm going to get real focused, Sue. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm
This is
ready.
for Daniel.
Oh, how sprung of Jesse's lineage coming, as men of old have sung. It came a floweret bright amid the cold of winter, when half spent was the night. Isaiah 'twas foretold it, the rose I had in mind. With Mary we behold it, the Virgin Mother kind, to show God's love aright. She bore to us a Savior, when half spent was the night.
Well,
Good job, Rusty.
nobody died, Sue.
Good job.
Nobody died. That worked out pretty well.
All right, we're gonna get back to some regular. Right, we'll get back to the holiday songs a little bit further on in the program. But right now, we're gonna play the very first song we ever wrote together, probably about 11 years ago, I think. You know, it really always brings me joy to make music, and it brings me joy to make music with Rusty, and it brings us both joy to make music with all of you. It's a great way to finish out the year for
It really
us.
does. It really does. And this actually got started. Casey, I don't know if you know this, but this song got started. I was thinking about it on our flight to Oregon when we were doing our parent, I guess everybody was getting kind of acclimated to University of Oregon. And I had this little lyric running in my head, but this is where it started. This is where it ended up. I feel joy knowing that you're here. I feel joy knowing that you're here. Why it is ain't exactly clear. I feel joy knowing that you're here. You know my thoughts before I say a word. Know my thoughts before I say a word. Nothing said, everything heard. Know my thoughts before I say a word. You draw me in. You draw me in. You draw me to the better side of me. You draw me in. You draw me in. You draw me in to the better side of me. I feel joy going I feel joy knowing that you're here. Why it is ain't exactly clear. I feel joy knowing that you're here. I feel joy knowing that you're here. All right, Sue, that felt pretty good.
Yeah, so we got the Baton Rouge is in the house.
Absolutely, absolutely. I tell you, that was quite a game, LSU and Ole Miss, and we took them. That was a nail biter, Sue.
I guess it was. I wasn't paying a lot of attention.
I don't know if y'all are just kind of looking and hanging out and everything else. If you got a share button on your computer or phone or whatever, just maybe pop a little share and kind of spread the love.
If you're watching on Facebook, you can share it with your friends. Yeah. All right, I'm going to send this next song out to my friend Priscilla, Birmingham, New York. Actually, the next two songs I'm going to send out to her. I'm going to send this one out to Priscilla and any other wild women out there watching tonight on Facebook, because this is a song I wrote about my wild side. It goes out to all of the wild women out there on Facebook. It goes like this. There's a wild vine growing around my door. There's a sweet, heavy scent in the air. The moon is rising, I know. The jungle man is out there. I could tell the baby without a sound. I'm gonna sniff around and track you down. I'm gonna swing on your vine like a chimpanzee till you give your love to me. Whoa, now it's true. Whoa. the jungle woman in me.
Oh, dadgum, Sue. You on fire there.
All right, so we're gonna go to Louisiana for the next song, and then I got another song coming up dedicated to my friend Priscilla. After that, kind of in the party mode here.
Oh, yeah.
Party
This
portion
is
of our
inspired by my
program.
35th high school reunion down in Lafayette, Louisiana, the Mighty Lions of Lafayette High.
The Mighty Lions.
The Mighty Lions. You ready, Sue?
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't get me started.
Lord, you know how I am.
One thing leads to another.
When I'm down in Louisiana. Don't get me started.
Double chorus trips me up.
Lord, you know how I am.
One
Thing leads to another. When I'm down in Louisiana. I flew down in the morning. Thought about a little crawfish pie. Wash it down with 6 dogs. Bulletproof and I'm ready to fly. Don't get me started. Lord, you know how I am. One thing leads to another. When I'm down in Louisiana. Cajun band out on the corner. Playing out there on the street. Cajun girls, they start moving. Dancing shoes right off of my feet. Don't get me started. Lord, you know how I am. One thing leads to another. When I'm down in Louisiana. Must be something in the air that makes me crazy when I go. Forget how to say no. Don't get me started. Lord, you know how I am. One thing leads to another. When I'm down in Louisiana. Don't get me started. Lord, you know how I am. One thing leads to another. When I'm down in Louisiana. When I'm down in Louisiana. When I'm down in Louisiana. Oh, goodness gracious, Sue.
So I bet y'all are wondering that line that says "wash it down with a 6 of dogs." What is a 6 of dogs, Rusty?
It's Turbo Dog, Sue. It's a,
What's
it's a kind of
what's
beer.
a turbo? Oh, a turbo dog is a beer.
It's a kind of beer.
A 6 of okay.
A 6 of dogs.
A bunch of beer, basically, is what
It's
that.
called Turbo Dog, and it's made by Abita Springs.
Okay.
And Abita Springs is just this little beautiful, beautiful little spot outside of Baton Rouge, kind of toward Pontchartrain, Lake Pontchartrain, kind of on the just when you just a hint of the North Shore of Lake Pontchartrain. You roll right into Abita Springs.
All righty. Now you know. A 6 of dogs. A turbo dog.
Beautiful, beautiful.
is a beer from Louisiana, Southern Louisiana. All right, so this next song has it's
got a history, Sue.
It's got a history. It's got a history. So we're going to go way back. My friend Priscilla Berman and I, we lived across the street from each other when we were in middle school. We were great friends. My family moved away, but we kept in touch. And Priscilla ended up going to China to teach English in Hangzhou. And this was back in the 80s, and it was when China was just opening up to the West. So there were hardly any, people from the U.S. there or people from the West there. So it was a pretty big deal. And I think I sent her a cassette of some of my music, and I got this letter back from her that said, and for those of you who don't know cassettes, they were these little tiny tape things that you could record them yourself. And that was a huge innovation in technology, because before that, you couldn't do a recording by yourself. So anyway, I made her a tape and I sent her the tape, and it had some songs on it. And she sent me back this letter and she said, I play your tape all the time over here, and I play it for my students. So you're famous in China. And I was like, famous in China? I'm famous in China. I got to write a song about being famous in China. Now you got to understand, when I wrote this song, no people from the U.S. were famous in China. So this is pretty hilarious. And it's still fun to sing this song. So we're going to bring it back tonight for my friend, Priscilla.
Special request, right, Sue?
I was playing this without a pick, right? I believe I was.
Remember, Sue.
I think I was.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. Okay, so this is kind of basically a fantasy about being famous in China. Well, in the USA, she was down and out, but in Beijing, they'd all scream and shout when they'd hear her name. Oh, she's famous in China, outrageous in China. She's famous in China, they love to hear her sing. There were states that she had so one song, but in Shanghai they'd all sing along. They really did that beat, yes they did. Yeah, she's famous in China, still famous in China, outrageous in China. She's famous in China, they love to hear her sing. Oh, don't you think it's crying shame? She was nobody in the American game. Hadn't had much of fortune or fame, but in Hangzhou she was half of name. Well, back home she was barely on her feet, but in Canton Famous in China. That song had kind of some interesting things happen because of that song too. A couple of friends of mine covered it. A rock band in Albuquerque named The Planets covered it. Darden Smith covered it for a while with his swing band, back when he had a swing band. And I'll tell you one more story about that song. Quite a few years ago, I was playing at a children's festival in Woodlands, Texas. It was a bunch of children's entertainers, and they had this big festival, and they put us all up in this hotel. And and one of the acts was the Beijing. What's it called? So like acrobats or something. And they actually weren't the real Beijing acrobats. They were like the second string. But the second string Beijing acrobats are like pretty incredible. And they were from China, and they didn't really speak English. So they had a translator. This young Chinese American woman was a translator. And so I was telling her about this song, and I said, come up to my room and I'll sing it for you. So she and a couple of other children's entertainers came to my room, and we were kind of jamming and going around. People were doing songs. And I finally did this song. And as soon as the song ended, the phone rings in my hotel room, and I pick it up, and I swear it sounds like someone's talking in Chinese to me. You know, I've just finished, she's famous in China. They left, and the phone rings, and somebody says, oh, they're calling you from China. And I pick up the phone, and it's like someone's talking to me in Chinese. And I'm like, I think this is for you. And I hand it to my friend, my new friend who speaks Chinese, and she says, she's going, uh-huh. Well, it turns out that somebody was trying to get hold of one of the Chinese performers, and they called the switchboard, and they didn't know the right room number, but they just said, you know, who in the hotel has a Chinese name? Sue Young. Seriously, they put him through to my room, and they called my room. Yes. All right. So that was a fun song. Famous in China. I don't know if I'm still famous in China. There's a lot of us are famous. A lot of Westerners are famous in China now. In fact, heck, they've got all our movies and our music, and
they got a memory down there in China. They probably remember that
maybe
song.
some of those students remember that class. I'm sure they remember their red-haired professor, their English teacher. How could they ever forget her?
Oh, that's great.
All right, we're going to go from China
back to Louisiana.
To Louisiana, because it's like Louisiana's got its own international flavor, actually.
Yeah.
8th fret.
This is a song that was inspired by the building of a bridge. And the bridge was between two towns in Louisiana. One was St. Francisville, Louisiana, and the other was New Roads, Louisiana. And that bridge was built about 10 years ago, but before that bridge, the only way you can get across at that point was on a ferry boat. And there was a lot of going back and forth on that ferry boat from where we were living at the time, which was a little town, city, little small city called Lafayette, Louisiana. And the other town was Woodville, Mississippi. And my mom was born and raised there, and she had her mom and dad, and so that was like grandparents. And there was a ton of cousins and great aunts and great uncles and everything else. And so we would go there probably about once every 4 to 6 weeks. And
it sounds like you look forward to that ferry boat ride. You look forward to that ferry boat ride.
I did. It was kind of exciting to get across the Mississippi River, kind of close, up close and personal. And so when that bridge was built, it just brought back a lot of memories, and had a conversation with my dad, and this is kind of the song that I wrote about that conversation. Daddy, you remember those drives, Lafayette, across that chapel aisle before they finished I-10. Over on that ferry boat, I ought to see Mama's kid. Daddy, Daddy, I hear they built a bridge. Lord, it must be a long, long bridge. Cross that muddy Mississippi, where the ferry boat used to run. We'd lean over that rail, just watch that water. I'd never seen a current run so strong and fast. Seems like only yesterday we were on that boat smiling. Can't believe it's been 2 years since you passed. Daddy, I hear they built a bridge. Lord, it must be a long, long bridge. Cross that muddy Mississippi, where the ferry boat used to run. Used to want to be a freight captain. I think you do. Oh, but Daddy, only thing I wanted more was to be like you. Daddy, I hear they built a bridge. Lord, it must be a long, long bridge. Cross that muddy Mississippi, where the ferry boat used to run. Daddy, can we take one more drive? Lafayette to Woodville. There we go, Sue. Thank you, sweetheart.
You're welcome. I got to say, I've seen that bridge, and it's a beautiful bridge. The bridge that they wound up replacing the ferry boat with. Although I'm sure it was a very nice ferry boat too. All right, we're gonna do another little holiday song for y'all. Hope your holidays are going well so far. Hanukkah's behind us. Christmas is coming up.
You know, it's funny because you hear these little stories early in your life. And I do remember having a really wonderful music teacher in elementary school. And we not only learned songs, but we learned where they came from. And this is one of those called Silent Night. And y'all probably have heard the story, but it was written because the organ went out and they were trying to figure out a song to sing for Christmas service, and all they had was a guitar, and this is what they came up with.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, and the Virgin, mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace.
Put a little country in my silent night.
You put a little country in just about everything, Rusty. Pretty much. Oh, we're gonna do another Rusty Nelson song for you here.
Oh, another
Let's
Rusty
see. I
Nelson.
believe I was. Oh, where did my cable go? There it is. There's not too much room for things to go missing up
That's
here.
all right. It's all working out soon. This was actually getting started on this song was kind of inspired by a Bible verse, and kind of the idea was and Jesus was talking to Nicodemus and talking about the Spirit, and what I got from it was just this idea that you can't control it. And the thought was, if something is really true emotionally, that you're really feeling something very deep, that you can't control, whether you feel that way or not. And so I started to turn that idea onto
Pour myself some more tea here.
my love for Sue, and this is what came out. I remember the first word, Sue.
Like the wind goes where it
Yeah, that's
pleases.
it. That's it. Like the wind, my heart goes where it will. Always moving, never still. Tries I may, it's beyond my control. Is there to have, but never to hold. My heart is the kind that just can't be led. Couldn't care less about these thoughts in my head. It does what it chooses, seeking what is true. I thank God every day my wild heart falls deeper in love with you. Thought of forever, expressed in a wish. It rides the breeze, and sealed with a kiss. Like that breeze that don't care where it's been. Every day's a new day to fall in love again. Yeah, my heart is the kind that just can't be led. Couldn't care less about these thoughts in my head. It does what it chooses, seeking what is true. I thank God every day my wild heart falls deeper in love with you. Well, my heart is the kind that just can't be led. Couldn't care less about these thoughts in my head. It does what it chooses, seeking what is true. I thank God every day my wild heart falls deeper in love with you. Oh, goodness. Thank you, Sue. I love singing that song with you.
Yeah, it's fun. We were going to do a song for you that a friend of ours wrote, Terry Mills. We should have given her a heads up we were going to do this. She might have wanted to tune in if we would have told her. Well, thank you, Mark. Got to put in a plug for we got one of those Yeti microphones, and boy, it sounds good. And that is a beautiful guitar. This is Lightning.
Oh, it's called
Have you met Lightning, Mark? Maybe you haven't met Lightning.
I think Mark left. Mark was in Austin for a good long time, and it was wonderful having him. But he kind of headed back closer to home up in Illinois. And I hope everything's going well, my friend. And that sweetheart of a wife and those two wonderful children, man. I just always remember those children coming out to gigs every now and then and just how enchanted they were with their daddy. It is for me, Mark. It is for me.
Is it new?
I got it in June.
Pretty close to new. Yeah. It was, what do you call it? Gently loved.
Gently loved.
Gently loved. Yeah. Yeah, it is a really pretty guitar. Oh, and we haven't really pushed the tip jar much tonight, but if anybody out there feels like sending a little holiday cheer our way, that would be lovely. You will return? I hope so, Mark. A lot of our families on the call on this thing tonight. We don't want to put the squeeze on our family too much. We're just grateful that y'all tune in every week, really. Seriously. But we are going to do this song that our friend Terry Mills wrote. It's a beautiful song. She kind of wrote this little nativity story and set it in West Texas, which I think is just perfect. And it goes like this. Oh, I was finger picking this one, wasn't I?
You were, I think, Sue. Oh, wait a second.
Am I in the right key? Is it 7th fret?
Fret.
Whoops.
Sorry.
Okay, try it again. Ah, yes.
Well, they headed northeast to another old West Texas town. And they caught the headwind of a blue north, the front rolling down. And Lupe followed in a Chevrolet, wrecked and old. Polluting the air with its blackened, all burning smoke.
Now it's never a good time to get the immigration's call. And Lupe's condition made it hard for them to travel at all. But the green cards and documentation had to be in fine order. 'Cause that's the price you pay when you live this side of the border.
Now the car overheated, and Pablo looked for a mechanic. And Lupe's water broke. She bit her lip trying to fight back the panic. In the service bay of the station, her contractions came steady. And Pablo yelled out, call 911, mi esposa, she's ready. sun was rising
By the time
the
baby
baby
finally
finally came. And I sincerely hope that I don't have to tell you his name. Oh, it's good to remember that he entered by the water and the blood. And in poverty's disguise, he moved into our neighborhood. Well, shoot, Sid.
Hi, David Patterson. Hope all is well out there in Lockhart.
That's not Lockhart. He's down there in Buda.
Oh, that's right. He's in Buda. I'm confusing it with another dear music friend, Buda or Buddha. Hope life is beautiful down there. Oh, Rusty is going to do a little bit of his trademark.
Well, I don't a
Campfire
trademark.
Chopin
I
for
wouldn't
you.
call it a trademark yet until I get it down a little bit better. But each week,
Pretty unique, I'd say.
it gets the wonderful opportunity to kind of work this stuff out, and it's been one of the little after effects of the COVID is having a little time to work on some Chopin. I mean, I know he's a piano guy, but it's some beautiful stuff that just that doesn't require all this incredible gifted playing that he did. Just simple stuff. So this is what they called a ballade, and I could almost guarantee you that you've heard it because it's just one of those beautiful, distinctive melodies. But this is my cut at this bad boy, and it goes like this.
Oh, that guitar sounds pretty.
A couple of hiccups every now and then, Sue, but
I think
Nobody died.
Chopin would appreciate the effort so
Nobody
much.
died.
Sarah says, we don't have a fireplace, but having you two in our home is virtually the next best thing. Oh, that's very
Oh,
sweet.
I'm gonna start crying.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
That's great. Well, I know this is one of Aunt Beverly's favorite songs. Aunt Beverly and Jane's favorite songs. This is a beautiful song that Sue wrote, kind of toward the beginning of this whole COVID pandemic lockdown, and sing that beautiful song, Sue.
There it is. Yeah, so, this is just, I'm being hopeful in this song that we're, looking forward to the day where we're going to be on the other side of this. We will break bread together again. We will break bread together again. We will sit down side by side, spread the table wide. We will break bread together again. We will lift a glass together again. We will lift a glass together again. We will pour another round, make a joyful sound. We will lift a glass together again, and we'll all sing together again. I can hear y'all singing out there. We will all sing together again. Can you harmonize? We will raise our voices high, lift them to the sky. We will all sing together again, and we'll jam together too. Sing it, jam, Rusty. We'll embrace each other again. We'll embrace each other again. We will laugh and we will cry, wipe the tears from our eyes. We'll embrace each other again. We will break bread together. We will break bread together again. We will break bread together again. We will spread the table wide, sit down side by side. We will break bread together again. We will break bread together again. We will.
I tell you, Sue, it's not like this. I could just play for another couple of hours.
Well, I think we're going to do one more song for y'all, a little bonus. And, I was...
We get a bonus song, Sue?
I was scared to do this song last week because supposedly Facebook is cracking down on people playing songs that they didn't write. But some friends of ours, we were just watching some friends of ours who did their holiday broadcast a little earlier, and they did this song and nobody said anything. So we're going to see if we get away with it too. One of my very favorite holiday songs. I hope you have a wonderful holiday, wonderful Christmas, solstice. Solstice is already gone, but anyway, whatever you're up to, good New Year. We're going to take a break next week, and we'll be back sometime after the New Year, continuing on some Tuesday night live for you. It's been a joy for us to play for y'all this year, to be connected with you in this way. It's made us, it's really lifted our spirits, and we hope it's lifted yours too. And, we wish you love and peace and joy and health during the holidays and into 2021. And we're going to finish up with Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. Let's do it another time. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad.
Cha-cha-cha.
Cha cha cha. Feliz Navidad, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Y'all stay
you
healthy.
guys.
We love you. We miss you, and we hope we will see you soon.
Indeed.